Hello again, everybody. Welcome back to FreshBaked. I'm your host, David, and I am standing in the queue right now for World of Disney. We'll get back to that later, but we're here to find out what's new at Disneyland. Going to give you an update on what's going on around the Esplanade, Downtown Disney, and beyond. We're going to find out how World of Disney and Stage 17 are reacting to one another with this new development, the Stage 17 opening. We're going to talk a little bit about some of the news items that have occurred recently with the Disney company, topically Frozen and Magical Map, where that news broke on Friday night. And stay tuned, we're even going to get a look at what's happening at the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway construction site. I've got footage coming from that, and of course, hopefully, some shopping from World of Disney to find out what's new in merchandise at Downtown Disney. Now, before we do any shopping here at World of Disney, let's go back to the Simba side of Downtown Disney, the bag check entrance, to see what's new, what's newsworthy at bag check. I think about a week ago there were reports that bag check here at Downtown Disney from the hey guys from the Simba parking lot, they were testing out the touchless bag check, where you just walk through and it scans you and whatever you're holding for anything nefarious. It doesn't appear to be that they're still doing that. They went back to the original or normal operations, but I do think that's... Hey guys, how are you? Hi. I do think that could be something happening in the near future, especially when you consider that they're already doing that, I think, at Disney Springs in Florida, or have been for a while. But yeah, look for that, I guess, eventually, here at Downtown Disney. All right, let's make our way back through Downtown Disney to find out what the crowds are like, see what's new going on, in the shops, etc. I think we're in the queue already for World of Disney, so hopefully we can get that done before we leave. Now it's 12:30 on a Saturday, so what you're seeing is probably Hi, how are you? I mean, it does look pretty busy, but remember, this is peak time right now. This is Saturday at noon. This is as busy as it's gonna get, I would think. Actually, no, I take that back. It does get a little more busy as you go towards the evening hours, now that I think about it, but still, they're keeping the crowd levels pretty limited. But one thing we are seeing, as we have been seeing more and more over the past few weeks, is very long queues to get into just about every kind of shop. I'm seeing even extended queues. This right here, on the other side of this pole, is an extended queue for the home store. They're lining up out here now. It's like part 2 of the home store queue. Busy as ever, right? And look, you can even see some outdoor dining up there for Gathercole. I wasn't sure if they were opening or not, but there you go. They got some outdoor dining at Gathercole. You got some indoor dining upstairs at Ballast Point with the open windows. And we do still have indoor dining at Black Tap. Now, I was under the impression that the indoor dining extension was part of going into... Hey, hi guys, how are you? Was part of going into the orange tier, because I had heard we had reached orange and then we didn't. But we're still in red, but yet there is indoor dining. Which is curious, because like I said, that doesn't seem like we should be able to if that's still a high-risk category. But indoor dining at 25%, it would imagine, is still a possibility. And look at that, there's Salt and Straw. We've got news from Salt and Straw. So right behind me is Salt and Straw, and as usual, they're very seasonal. They come up with new stuff all the time since they've been open, and Halloween is no different. We previewed the fall series of ice creams that they did on our World Dorks channel. Now they've got Halloween themed flavors, and they're kind of mad. Check this out. You've got Creepy Crawly Critters, which is a matcha ice cream, but that's not the problem. The problem is that they're actually putting chocolate crickets in there. I can't believe they actually went there. I am very curious about this. That's probably the first thing I'm going to try as soon as I get the opportunity. And then finally, there's the Mummy's Pumpkin Spice Potion, which appears to be your vegan option. I don't know what rooibos is, but there's a flicker of it. There's caramel, blackberry, and it looks like, is it really made with August Uncommon Tea? Interesting. I think I'm going to stay far away from that one. Now, unfortunately, I don't have time to test any of those flavors out this afternoon, but if you want to take some home, they do sell them by the, I guess it's the quart or the pint. I'm not sure what the sizes were, but they're in the freezer there. Just go in there and grab one of your favorites, grab one you want to try, take it home with you and try it then, which is exactly what I'm likely to do on my way home. So stay tuned, hopefully, for a review of the cricket ice cream. I think that's where I'm going. Also, if you missed the fall series, which, as I mentioned, we previewed on Royal Dorks, those flavors are still available. You can get those by the scoop or to take home. Now, one thing that we didn't talk about as we passed through downtown Disney on our way to Salt and Straw is not something that is happening or that is new. It's something that isn't happening, and that's decorations. There are no Halloween decorations. We've been wondering if that's going to be happening or not. We were all kind of looking forward to it. I don't know. It's just, again, it's part of the seasonality of things. But no Halloween decorations. As such, I'm beginning to think there probably will be no Christmas decorations either, which is kind of a bummer. I know they keep this stuff off-site, so I don't know. But definitely nothing happening. They would have been up by now, for sure. The Halloween decorations generally at Downtown Disney go up about a week or two after the Halloween decorations go up at Disneyland, which would have been, I don't know, we're talking like a week or two ago at least. I mentioned that we're going into World of Disney and then we're in the queue. If you recall from our update on Tuesday, there was no virtual queue, and we thought that might be the effects of Stage 17 opening. We're going to go visit Stage 17 here in a minute, but it does seem like things are back to business as usual at World of Disney, in so much as it's still a bit of a wait. So whatever effect Stage 17 was having, it may not. Well, again, this is Saturday though, so that may have something to do with it. But there's quite a wait now to get into World of Disney. We're at the Backlot Premier Shop queuing area. We talked about this a little bit in the last live stream about what kind of effect it might have on the rest of the shopping experience in Downtown Disney World of Color. And my theory was that they need to get some, or I don't know if it's a theory, my position is that they need to get some new merchandise, a reason to get people in here ASAP, quickly, because the novelty of this is going to wear off soon if they don't bring in some merchandise that isn't already at World of Disney, and that's already in effect. We just talked about how World of Disney has a wait. There's a virtual queue. There is no virtual queue. This is all standby, so it's, I don't know, a 10-minute wait to get in there. And I think already, all the folks that are, eager to get in there have already seen it. They've done it. They filmed it. They whatever they want to do. They got that out of their system, and now they're going back to World of Disney. Witness the queue there for them. So I think it's imperative that Disney find some way, if they want to keep this thing going, if this is an idea that they want to, continue to do, they got to get some new merchandise in there, something exclusive, something unique to the Premier Shop. Before we head into Downtown Disney, guys, let's go out to Harbor Boulevard and see an update on what's going on at the Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway construction site.
Well, we have arrived, even though I'm doing voiceover after the fact because it was far too loud for me to do anything there. And this is just how we do it, right? So zooming in, and you can tell that they have made significant progress. I mean, that's an actual building. They're on their way to building Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway to the point where how can this possibly take another 3 years? But we know they're going to stop working on this thing for a while as they work on other projects. So this thing will go offline for from time to time, as we've been told, at least by Disney. But this is looking very much like looking at the old Rise of the Resistance building, and it won't be very long before we won't be able to see anything at all with respect to being able to identify anything happening. As a matter of fact, I can't identify anything that's happening in this image to begin with. It's just another warehouse style dark ride, like I said, like Rise of Resistance. So there aren't going to be any sort of identifiable things that we can say, oh look, that's that part of the ride, because that's not that kind of ride. So we're looking at a box being built. When I'm focusing on there, it looks like it's a stairwell that they're building on the exterior of the attraction building. But I don't, I thought I saw the crane lifting something there for a second, but I don't really see anything happening now. But it is kind of, it's impressive how quickly this thing got running, once they started working on it again, almost to the point where I feel like they've been working overtime, harder than usual. there we go. There's that crane. I'm looking through like a mesh fence right now, so sometimes the picture will be a little bit shoddy, and it looks like that crane is hoisting an I-beam. Boy, this takes me back. This really takes me back to Galaxy's Edge and watching them lift stuff into the work site, not knowing what that stuff was. But I did learn a few things doing that, and I remember learning what an I-beam was, which I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Where it's going, I don't know. It doesn't really matter. It's just a piece of steel. But that is potential Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway being installed right there. And then a little further down Harbor Boulevard, this is the off-ramp from the 5 freeway. And I got this shot because I wanted to show you the sort of give you a sense of the scale of the attraction, how long it is. You can see that's kind of the width of the attraction building. That's, I think, in the foreground there, the green building, I'm pretty sure is Roger Rabbit. But it's twice the size of Roger Rabbit easily, maybe even 3 times the size. So there you go, guys. That's Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, off and running.
I just got called into World of Disney. Good news, so we're going to do a little shopping. But on my way there, I wanted to sort of follow up on that idea of bringing something to the table for that Stage 17 event. I think that Disneyland needs to start maybe considering going beyond that. I do get the feeling like they have rejected the idea of doing small events like Knott's has done, the Taste of Halloween, Taste of Calico. And that I think it is time for them to start considering doing something to bring some energy and good feelings to the Disney community, just to let us know that things are still going to be okay. You know what I mean? Like, there are times when I'm like, God, is this ever going to end? Is this the way it's... Hi, guys. The further we get, the more time that goes by, the more we seem to, well, possibly, I'm afraid that we might forget that Disneyland might not become the thing in our minds that it once was. I don't want that to happen, and I don't think Disney does too. So it might be time for them to think about that, and look for a video this week on FreshBaked where I'm going to talk about some things that they can do, the ways that they can bring some energy back to the Disneyland community, and all for the better. And in the meantime, putting more people back to work. So much for Stage 17's positive effect on the wait at World of Disney. As we discussed a little bit ago, I was wondering, it looked like things were back to normal, and this seems to be evidence of that case. It was about half an hour for them to call me, which isn't bad, but this wait right here isn't great. I'm all the way back at the tram pickup, where I was expecting to be somewhere halfway down that way. Along the row of World of Disney. So this is probably another 30 minutes, I would say, in this line. Better than it used to be. Could be worse, but not great. Well, we made it in. That was pretty quick, actually. It did go quick, though. About 20 minutes standing by. So 30 minutes in the virtual queue, 20 minutes in the exterior queue, which, again, that's a pretty good deal considering where we started. So they moved us in here pretty quick. As for the crowd levels, this was something that we talked about last time we were in here, about how they were going to increase capacity in here, but it feels to me the same as it always has. I'm talking about when they were at 25% capacity, so maybe they haven't, or maybe I'm crazy, I don't know. Well, Disney, you have my attention. It's a ticket book hat. Look, that's how it'll look on your head if you have one also. That's really cool. I would like to see more of this. More vintage, retro things like this. Speaking of retro, Oswald, the Lucky Rabbit, in a short sleeve button-up. I know a few folks would be really proud to wear that shirt. And others who would like this one as well for different reasons, because, Doug is awesome. And then around the corner, they've got some Stormtrooper designs here. Another button-down short sleeve. It's the same stormtrooper as the Pew Pew. This is just a t-shirt. The Pew Pew stormtrooper, same as that guy, just without the Pew Pews. My goodness. This is kind of amazing. It's like a polo. You don't see a lot of polos at Disneyland, but this is a polo at $59.99. I mean, that's high end. You got a new Star Wars tee here for $36.99. Not my style. I do not like this print here. Not my style at all. That's my style. Oh my. I don't know if these are new or not. They're new to me. I don't come back against these walls very often, but those are some wild looking shirts. Look at this silhouette of Darth Vader with like a 70s inspired TIE fighter on his helmet. That is terrific. More retro, like 70s era design here. Tank top. I wish I could wear a tank top, but I don't have the bod for that. And this one's great too. Oh my gosh, the bounty hunter. His legend just grows and grows, doesn't it? I think this is a new pop, is it not? This is the organ player from the Haunted Mansion. I didn't even know he had a name. I feel ashamed for not knowing that his name apparently is Victor Geist. Kind of like Poltergeist, I guess. But he's the ghost that plays the organ in the ballroom scene at the very end. This I'm pretty sure is new. Well, new to me again because it's been 2 weeks since I've been in the store. But they've got an Oogie Boogie Nutcracker, which is, you know, you see these always for Christmas, but this year for the first time I'm seeing nutcrackers for Halloween. It's very attractive. Let's take a look, a little closer look at Oogie. Wow. That is pretty good. I haven't seen one out of the box yet, but we'll keep our eyes open. I wasn't expecting to find so much new stuff in the Halloween section, but look at this. This is a notebook, a journal of the scientific method, which obviously features in Nightmare. Look at that cool Nightmare adornment over the 4 corners of the journal. Ever on the lookout I am for new coffee mugs. This one is in the Baymax style, a little smaller than Baymax, but just as cute. Look at this, I found a Darth Vader spirit jersey. There's only like 5 left, so I have a feeling this may be the last of it, but in case you were wondering, it did exist. That's the front of it, of the Darth Vader spirit jersey. And there's the back, justifiably in its Sith red. Wow, fascinating. They're just going there. And that pretty much is what's new at World of Disney today. I was actually surprised. That's more than I thought I would find. I wasn't expecting a lot. I was talking to a cast member also, and she said that the Halloween pins are on sale right now for $5. And the 2020 stuff is still 2 for 1. So if you're looking for a bargain, which is hard to find at Disney these days, or any day really, check out World of Disney. They might still find some of those Halloween pins. Get them cheap. And I'm guessing, by the way, that it's possible that this is the kind of thing that might happen, as we were talking about earlier, at Stage 17, moving this stuff and selling it at a discount, perhaps, at Stage 17. I'm just saying, seems reasonable. Now, before we go, as promised, I did get a pint of the Creepy Crawly Critters. This is complete with crickets, chocolate crickets. I hope I can get my face in the camera here. I'm gonna pop this open and try this out right now. Look at that, it's very green, it's matcha. Ooh, I can take off my mask finally. It's melted a little bit because it's very hot out here. All right, there's a scoop right there. I'm hoping that the crickets feature. It's crunchy. It has the texture of Rice Krispie treats that are like kind of stale. They don't taste like anything terrible. Okay, hold on. Look at that. Oh, whoa. I don't know what this is, but that's something. That might be the actual cricket. I don't know. That'd be a chunky cricket. I'm not sure what to make of this. I'm waiting for a flavor. There's no flavor to it at all, good or bad. But at least the ice cream is good. So, while I enjoy a little bit more of this before I leave, because we are done for the day, I want to thank you guys for watching the show with us today. Stay tuned this week I'll be doing some videos on, we're going to be talking about ideas that, as we mentioned earlier, for Disney to bring the spirit back. It's kind of like, think about it in terms of at Christmas when they talk about the Christmas spirit, and sometimes people lose the Christmas spirit, they get the Christmas spirit, things need to happen in order to get the Christmas spirit. I feel the same way about Disney, and that the Disneyland spirit. And there's so much bad news going around these days that we need to bring back the Disneyland spirit, and Disney needs to do that for us. We're also going to talk a little bit, I didn't talk about it today because I felt like it deserved its own segment. We're going to have a video coming up later this week talking about what happened with Mickey and the Magical Map and the Frozen show at the Hyperion Theater. Both of those shows were canceled as of Friday night, and I've got some thoughts on that beyond just being mournful of all those great people that have lost their jobs. And then finally, I do hope to finish the video we're going to do on annual pass holders, assuming that still, I feel like nobody cares considering how dark the situation is right now for Disney. But I have hope. I am confident that things are going to work out for us very soon. And for all the cast members who have lost their jobs, we're going to start seeing some of that come back, revitalize that soon. So I do want to get that out. So look for those things this week. Until then, thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell so that you're made aware of when we put out new videos. You can follow us on Instagram at _FreshBaked and on Twitter at FreshBakedDisney, that's fresh with no E. And then if you enjoy the show and you want to support our channel, please do consider joining our Patreon campaign at patreon.com/freshbaked. Otherwise, just watch the videos, man. Watch the videos, comment. You know what? Here's what I want to do. Comment below. Give me your thought. Give me a comment on what you think is going to happen with Mickey and the Magical Map and with the Frozen Hyperion. Those shows are canceled, probably gone forever, but do you think that they are going to bring in something new or put something else in those spaces, or is it just going to be dead space for a while? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll try to comment or talk about some of those comments that you guys give in our upcoming video on that topic. So stay tuned for that, guys. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Fresh Baked.